The shirt in question, as you would have seen, is... What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the free football shirt collection challenge, the series where I look to build a free football shirt collection. Funny that, it's in the title. So, how have we done it so far? Well, you have to go back and check out all the other videos, obviously. Or if you're lazy, like I am, then basically I will go out and pick up football-related items from places like car boot sales, charity shops, even retail outlets, and then places like eBay, Vinted, and whatever I can. And Facebook is a good place, actually. Not so much these days, but it has been okay. It's very hit and miss when it comes to sort of football related items. A lot of people sell fakes on there as genuine, and you have to be very careful. But essentially what I do is I pick those up for as cheap as I can get them. I will flip them on, make profit, and then I will use the profit, that's it, just the profit, to buy the football shirts like this one that I want for the collection. Now primarily we're looking at Liverpool shirts, we're looking at Welsh shirts because I am a Liverpool fan and I am Welsh. But I will look to pick up anything I like the look of. This Shamrock Rovers shirt that I'm wearing, I didn't actually know anything about it. And I bought it and it arrived and I thought, oh, I quite like it, you know. And I kept it. So that's just what's going to happen. If you go back through the episodes, spoiler alert, I've picked up a Bayern shirt, like an away one. I've got the Blackout Germany shirt at this point. I have a fair few, I say a fair few, I've got a couple of Liverpool shirts, nothing too major. I don't have a Welsh shirt yet. Will that change today? No, it doesn't. So let's get into it then. I think we've got a little bit of footage from a charity shop. So I can't remember what charity. It's my little local town actually. I just went in for something completely unrelated. I thought, well, I'll have a little look in the charity shops. I took the camera with me anyway and had a little look around. And there was one item in one of the like 6 charity shops I've got in my town worth picking up, and it was for this series. Unfortunately, it's not football, but it is still sport, if you can call it that. It's a rugby top. It's the Welsh rugby shirt from, I think, was it 2007? I do have it next to me. Not normally something I'd look to pick up, and especially, I mean, not especially in this size. It is a double XL, but it's from 2007, which I thought was, you know, it's got some age to it. It's a World Cup shirt. I don't know how Wales did in the World Cup back in 2007. I've got no idea. I don't think Wales ever really do that well in the World Cup. It's normally the Six Nations that we do quite well in. But it's in good condition. And I thought, given that, you know, the condition of it is decent, it's not amazing. There is still some wear to the bottom. What is it? You know, the official WRU merchandise sort of tag, and a few other things. Little, like, you know, the collar had a little bit of dirt on it. I've managed to get that off. The back of it, I don't think they ever have like names and numbers on the back. I don't even think they put numbers on the back of rugby shirts, sure, but I don't think they ever put names on the back of them. I don't know why, but they don't. And there we are. That, I think, if memory serves, because I can't remember, but it's in the footage, I'm sure, was a £5. I wouldn't have paid more than £5 for it. But I don't think it would have been less than that, because that charity shop does tend to be a little bit on the expensive side when it comes to sports shirts and things. Yeah, that. I'm hoping, given that Wales are doing quite well at the moment, I think they've beaten South Africa over 2 games. Well, beat them in both games, actually, I think. Wales are starting to pick up a little bit more traction. You know, when a national team does well, the nation gets behind it even more, because we're all glory hunters, and then therefore people will want to get the shirts, and if there's any sort of games coming up, people will want a shirt for that game. So that, I'm hoping, will sell for a bare minimum of 20, but I think I have it up right now for about 25. Hopefully it goes quite soon, so we can get the money out of it, and then we can use it on football shirts. That's the way we work. But I won't be keeping it. I am Welsh, of course I am, but rugby just ain't my thing. I'm just not. Yeah, just doesn't do it for me. It's the wrong shaped ball. I understand the rules, I just don't care, basically. So it's a little bit of profit to put into the total series profit. Rather than work out what we are per episode, I am literally just going to give you an update as to where we are with the series. So the series profit right now, with the roughly £15 profit that we're going to get from that shirt, is what it is on screen, which is not bad. But we need to add to that just a little bit more. So we're going to head off to a boot sale now, and I'm going to pick up, there was a guy in front of me actually. I do pick up a football shirt, and it's one that you don't see every day in a car boot sale. There was a guy in front of me, and he managed to get to all the good stuff. This person was selling a fair few football shirts. I wouldn't say that many. It was like 3 or 4, not including the one that I managed to get. They had a lot of basketball stuff. Now, I don't know anything about basketball in terms of the merch. I know the sport. I mean, I would say I know probably 80 to 90% of the rules. I don't watch it at all, really. I watch the odd compilation of dunks and things, but apart from that, don't really know an awful lot about it. So I don't know all of the teams. I don't know what's genuine, what's not genuine, because there are replica jerseys and things. So I would have had to spend a lot of time there doing my research. He managed to get in front of me, and he was already there when I turned up. He put this one down, the one that I picked up. The shirt in question, as you would have seen, is this 2021 Napoli home shirt that is absolutely glorious, by the way. I really like this, to the point where I would love to put it into the collection. However, it's a large. Now, I know what you're thinking. A large? And it won't fit? No, it won't, because it's Kappa. And Napoli shirts in particular is that sort of... I mean, look at the state of it. It's so stretchy, which to a lot of people who have never felt a Kappa shirt before might sound like a good thing, but it clings. It's so tight. It's really nice in general. I do really, really like it. Like I said, the only problem I have with that is that it's too small. I would need it to be, bare minimum, I would need an extra large, but in a Kappa shirt, I probably need it to be XXL, just so I don't feel super conscious. It would have been really cool to see a Napoli player on the back of it, but it's a really, really nice shirt. It cost me £15 because of the tags, I think. If it didn't have the tags with it, I might have been able to get it for 10, maybe even less. But I was happy to pay 15 because I had a very quick look while I was there on eBay at like completed listings and just the cheapest online at the time. And the cheapest I could find was about 40-50 quid. So it was a bit of a no-brainer. If I can double up on this, I'm going to take it all day long. So that's exactly what I intend to do. I think I'm going to look to get about 30 quid out of it. And that's after fees. I would look to get a little bit more, but after fees I'm going to take about 30. So if you take 15, which is what I paid, then we're looking on this Napoli shirt to take home a £15 profit, which is quite nice to put into the kitty for this episode. I like it a lot, like I said, and if it was at least one size up, or bare minimum one size up, I would be keeping this. But unfortunately, no one wants to see that. Honestly, it would be horrendous. You know when you hold up I don't know if you've ever done it, but you know what it looked like. If you held up a frog, that's what it would look like with me wearing this. Just no thanks. Don't want any part of it. And then we come to the item that I've picked up for the collection. Now this is a retail purchase, but I did do it online because there was a sale in JD Sports. In fact, I'm pretty sure they still have the sale. However, there was an error in this sale. I'm pretty sure I took a screenshot of the receipt. If not, I'll just go in the emails and find it. But I managed to get this shirt for less than what they were advertising it for, because when they first put their sale live, I've had this shirt for a while, when they first put their sale live, they made a mistake, and a lot of the shirts were about £10 or £15 cheaper than they should have been. We've got plenty of money. Even if it was full price, I would have bought it, because I actually went there expecting to pay full price, and then when it got to the checkout, it wasn't full price. I was a bit confused, but I didn't ask any questions. I bought it, it arrived, and I only got charged what I got charged. So, what is the shirt in question? Now, it should be a 50 quid shirt, apparently. Now, obviously, when it came out, it was more than that, but it should be 50, or it was 50 before they reduced it even more. It is from 2020, I believe. It is brand new with tags, obviously. And it is another Italian shirt, actually. It is the 4th, I think, Inter Milan top. That is beautiful. Now, it's not quite as nice, and they tend to do this with Inter shirts in particular. It's not as nice as the player version of this top. The player... In fact, hang on a minute. That's better. I prefer it on than I do hanging it up. This is glorious. The player version of this top, though, is so much better. And it's the home shirt, the away shirt, all of them. If you can get the player versions of these, then they just look so much better. They got so much better, like more detail on them, and the badges feel better. But beggars can't be choosers. I can't remember the exact price. Like I said, I'll put it on screen for you if I can get the receipt. I had it and I don't know where it is. It's been so long because I saved it and then it's been in a bag on my shelf behind me, ready to be filmed, and I just haven't caught up yet. Nearly caught up, to be fair. I'm actually running out of things to show and content. But yeah, I don't know where the receipt has gone. I really don't know. So anyway, if it's on screen for you, it is. If it isn't, I do apologise. I just can't find it anywhere. But I got this for at least £10 cheaper than they were advertising it. I think they were advertising this for about 35, if memory serves, which I think is pretty good. Yeah, I think a pretty successful episode all in all. And that brings us to the end of this episode. Shirt that I've been looking for quite a while. I mean, I've had opportunities to pick it up, sure, but when a store like JD is selling it off as essentially dead stock, it's just a no-brainer. And the fact that I had it just a little bit cheaper, fantastic. A couple of other items to pay for it, of course, so essentially this was free. That's the whole point of the collection. But in the next episode, some more trips to the boot sale, some more retail pickups, and an absolute gem of a find on Vinted in a situation that I never really found myself in before. Tune in for that one. If you haven't enjoyed this though, do me a favour and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.